What's going on, YouTube? We're back at it for another video, and today we're talking about that Pumpkinhead boss. Maybe something you might have overlooked at the very beginning of the game, possibly pushed on forward. Could be some great things that are extremely beneficial for those that are on Sorceress type as well. Once we defeat this, we'll be getting this Great Axe and a vendor for some of those spells for Sorceresses. I haven't played a Sorceress in this game, so I don't know how beneficial it may be for you, but there's more than a few spells that this vendor will be able to sell to you that could be beneficial. Now, that being said, if you want to know where the exact location is, all you got to do is from that starting area, just follow that path all the way down, and you'll notice it on the left-hand side. We have some ruins over here. Now, let's jump into those tips and tricks on how to take down this Pumpkinhead. Alright guys, as soon as we're over to the ruins here, we'll just walk on straight through. There'll be some deadly plants off to the left side, but on the right, we'll notice a little walkway going down. And this is going to be the dungeon where we face off with Pumpkinhead. Now, a couple of things to note about Pumpkinhead straight off the bat. Don't try and base check him in any way. Not only is the simple fact that he's going to start slamming his head down, but if you're trying to attack him from the front, you'll notice even in my gameplay footage here, trying to attack him from the left, I will be hitting that armored head, and it will not be taking any of that damage towards him. Going to be very frustrating, but I felt as though this is another one of those bosses where it's not exactly the hardest, but at the same time there are a couple of things that make it a bit irritating. And essentially you'll just kind of want to dodge off to the left. You really want to kind of wait for him to kind of slow down for a moment, do some of those big swings. And as soon as you notice that he's kind of facing you, essentially, you're going to want to immediately dodge back and then push back in and try to go to the left again. Now, he will still swing with his left arm or right arm if you're looking at it from your perspective. But at the same time, we should be able to constantly move to the left, get a couple of strikes in. Don't get too greedy. Sometimes you only want to put one or just one in. Sometimes you can put more than that in, but that's only for some of those bigger swings, and you're going to need to be up close for some of those moments. But as you can tell, fairly simple. Constantly dodging to the left. Pretty easy fight. And if you're looking for that great, I believe it's the Great Axe, it's going to be a devastating weapon in the beginning as long as you have the dexterity and the strength for that, and if that's something you're going for. But I'll tell you right now, I wish I had that damage right now as that wretch. I could really use some better weapons, but got to grind it a bit harder than some of those other classes. But as you'll notice, fairly simple. Constantly dodging to the left. Got a little bit greedy there at the end. Took a couple of hits. Had a little victory crouch on it. But right after that, we'll be able to access a little Lost Grace discovered right there. Be able to level up there, get that health back. And then at the same point, we'll be able to move into the back. Be able to get some of these new goodies out of that background in that area going forward. Some spells, I'm not exactly sure how strong some of these spells are. Don't know what their value is to some of those spellcasters. From what I've seen, a lot of the spellcasters I've seen they essentially just use a wand with some kind of blue spell. You got me. Don't know exactly what they're doing. It's a little bit confusing to me, but at the same time, could be something powerful out there for somebody that's just starting out, maybe doesn't know about this, or possibly just needed a little bit of help getting through this boss fight. With that being said, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hope you've learned something from it. Maybe it makes it a bit easier for you, or possibly just uncovered some of those items that you possibly need, or spells possibly after there. And if you've enjoyed this, you want to see more content like this live, obviously hit that link down in the description. Follow me over to Twitch. I'll be streaming this over the next couple of days, each day going forward. Definitely some more videos coming up as well. More to do with some of these bosses, some of those secret location items as well. If you'd like to check that out, hit that subscribe button. We'll be having a plethora of that coming forward. But on that note, hopefully you've enjoyed this, and have a good one.